Hello there. So now I'm going to show how I'm going to make a quick 3D model using Blender. First, I would like to delete everything and start from scratch. And then for start, I always use something like a base mesh. So I would like to import them. Yeah, as you can see that this base mesh contains a rig. So for now, I would delete this and scale it up. So what I'm gonna make is it's something like like this one. I'll show a quick tutorial on how to do this. Okay. So as you can see, this base mesh contains some polygons. So I'm gonna use this to create the outfits and all the accessories that he has. First of all, I would like to create some subdivisions here, and then uh, my first task is to create his outfit. So to create his outfit, what we are going to do is first, okay, I'm going to make his clothes by duplicating his polygons from his torso. So first I would like to switch to X-ray mode and switch to face select mode and grab some vertices and faces. Like that. Okay. Yeah. Now make sure we select all the faces, and then I'll duplicate it, Shift D, and I'll P and selection. So what I did is I just duplicated it and made it as a separate mesh. I switch back to normal mode. Yeah, now you can see that it's a separate mesh, and I'll switch the center centers into geometry so that I can scale from center of the mesh and not from the world center. And yeah, then what I'm gonna do is add these details that the mesh has. So as you can see here, the mesh extends towards his legs. So I would like to do that first. Yeah. So to do that, we can switch to edit mode, and first let me remove the unnecessary faces. Okay, so now I switch to vertex select mode, edge select mode, and select all these using a shortcut key. When I press Alt and just right click everything, it selects all the edges that are connected. So now I press E to extrude it, S to scale, and now you can see something like this one. Again I repeat that step, E to extrude it and S to scale, E to extrude. Yeah, now we need to fix this one. It's not looking good. So I'll choose proportional editing, G, and scroll my mouse so that I can select a big area. Okay, need this to have a little bit backwards. I think this is somewhat accurate. And then we also need to make the pant. The same process for the pants also. I'll select the mesh. For now I will hide this. First of all I will save this model. Okay, that's to hide, and again I'll go to edit mode. This time I'll again switch to X-ray. Select some. Oh, need to switch face select mode so that we can easily select these things. Yep. Yes. Okay. Now the same step. Shift D to duplicate it and P selection. This will separate it as a different mesh. Again, I can switch back to editing mode, and Alt H, it will revive all the things that I did before. And now we are gonna start adding details. Now I would like to model this one. To do that, same step. Just go to X-ray mode and select this one. Shift D to duplicate them. P and selection. Now we got different meshes for everything. This one is too big, I guess. Let's select that file. G, C, K. Yeah, this one is quite accurate. Now I duplicate this. P selection. Okay. Okay, it did something wrong. Okay. Okay, now the clothes have no difference. It's just like skin. So we need to add a modifier so that it will become quite thicker, and add solidify modifier. So now you can see that the thickness of the cloth has been increased. It's quite thicker. Right? To see better, we can so change the shader. Clarity. Now everything is shaded smoothly so that we will get a smooth low poly model. If I shade this to flat, you can see the raw flat model. But this one looks more durable. Just shade smooth, and this is how the model looks. Now the same step. Sit also so let's I select that two and add a solidify modifier. Okay. Shade smooth. Yeah, now something similar to this one. They have the cloths, and I forgot the leg. Same step. Add a solidify modifier. Shade smooth. That's it. Yeah, so I think you're going to look something similar to this one. We need to add the strap like this. You can see something like this going on. So let me just try to add that. So it's really hard to edit when a modifier is already applied. So you can't see the vertices. So for editing, you should disable the modifier, set the value to 0 so that you can view the models better. So I'll remove this. Okay, now we can see the model better. I'll add that later. Okay, so something like this comes out of his neck and goes up to his skirt or something, I don't know. I'll do that first. It's really easy. All that we need to do is look at uh, some sometimes this happens. Should, so if that happens, we just duplicate. Okay, Shift D, selection, and edit that alone. Shift R. It's quite accurate. So yes. So I think we can add that on while designing the materials, the textures. So if we need to add mesh on that, it's maybe some problem. I think should come here. We fix that later. Okay. It's because of this model, I guess. Cloth is good. So yeah, uh, then something goes to our neck. So to create that, we can use a knife. So actually, we should use knife carefully. Make sure that if vertices are selected, yeah. And then another one. With this. Now this created a pattern. We can extrude that first. Uh, Extrude a little bit. So we can just duplicate it. Shift D. Oh, I removed. Okay. Shift D, P and selection. So this will create a separate mesh of that. Now I'll move back everything to normal position. 3x minus 5. Okay, we need that separate mesh. Can rename this strap clips so I can select it easily. Now I'll add back the modifier that I removed. Thickness, strap width, see, yeah, and for the neck, that's simple, I guess. I'll hide the model for now because it's making me confused. There is really a lot of weights there. That's, I think that's enough. Uh, Solidify. I'll add that back. Okay, it's fine. This should have been quite bigger. It's okay. And then we have some accessories to be modeled. Uh, for now, let me keep it more basic. I think it's a cap. Okay. Shift image. It looks like a spear. The top opposite, and something is this shape. It is also a spear. Just duplicate that. It's differently shaped. Yeah, I'll do like something like this. This is base mesh. First, for every model, we need to create a base. Then start detailing that. I think it looks low poly, not too bad. Easy. Okay, somewhat similar to accurate, but making it quicker. Detail length should not be too good. And I would like to see. Okay, because you can see that it's pointing upwards, so I'm making that detail. Okay, that's what I guess. It's quite similar. Yes, I made it. Save the. This is a quick model. So we have some mustache hair is going on here. So I tried to recreate that, and we need to get to sculpting to make that more accurately. Yeah, let me try. Just adding hair, somewhat similar. Just add a spear, and it looks like hair. Okay, sculpt mode. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, somewhat similar to the model. Finally, we need to add mustache that makes it complete. Have no idea how to do that. We just use face as a base. I make a loop cut over here. It's just take this, rotate, yeah, to make the mustache similar to that. See, okay. Now it's single step. We just need to duplicate that to make it separate mesh. We'll select those, Shift D, it's duplicated, and made it as a separate mesh. Yeah, that's all. Made it. If I add a solidify effect with that, becomes complete. You can see I added a mustache. It's not too good, I know, but it's somewhat low qualified version of this one. Now let's just delete it. Shade smooth everything. Okay, shade smooth. So that it don't looks more politic. Fine. Okay. This is a basic thing. Just quickly show it how it looks. E6. Yeah, so it's low poly. Looks good, I guess. So this is the final build with kind of good, not that bad. It's a decent model we have got. So what I would like to do next, okay, is rig it and add animations. So there is a website called Mixamo. Uh, with what we that this is, we just upload a 3D character mesh and it just rigs and animate it for us. We can also add our own rig, but there is a built-in feature. Let me show it. Okay, login. I hope everything is recording. Yeah, okay. Because sometimes some recording software won't record browsers and all. Yeah, there is an option to upload character, right? So here we can upload our character. We try. So before uploading that, we need to make some optimization for our mesh first. But let me try if this mesh is working. Let me export FPX. I'll always put it on my downloads folder. Maratha.fpx. Select a downloads. Yeah, I think it's working. It's really fast. Sometimes we need to make some optimization for our mesh, but yeah, no, it's working fine. So rigging here is really easy. Or we just need to add, yeah, you can see that it is for chin. I just need to drag it and put it on chin. For wrist, I need to put that on where the wrist is, and elbow, knees, and groin. So what's the benefit is we can easily rig automatically. So instead of manually adding all the bones, this one adds bone for us. Also, it has a built-in animation that can be used on any games animations for free. The license is free, so we won't get any copyright issues. Yes, yeah, as you can see, character is now rigged and animated. Looks kinda good. Next, yeah, now the model that we have created is it just came here. Okay, now if you can select any animations and that will apply to this model. Yeah, if I select this jump animation, it's jumping. It can also dance, but our soldiers need to fight. So I'll search combat animation. See, there's a sword combat pack. Yeah, here. See this, that. Okay. Yeah, you can see our man fights. We can run. Yeah, you can do any animations that is built in here, like taking out the sword, putting it in. Looks so realistic also. So, for now, what I'm gonna do is import this on Blender. So and add an animator controller. So what an animator controller is, it's a controller that controls player on using his animations. Using animator controller, we can control players' animations and give command like what states should be the character in. I will explain that. So for making an animator controller, we need some animations. So idle is the beginning state or start state. I'll first add idle animation. Just search for idle. It's a lot of idle available. You can see the character is standing still. Download with skin, without skin, no problem. So first I will download with skin because we need the rigged character, right? Okay, it's downloaded. Then something like running, just to make it simple because the video is just getting more 1 hour. Yeah, it's running. Download, yeah. Now I'll go into Unity and show how to set up these animations and characters inside it really quickly as soon as possible. Okay, everything record. Quickly create a project. It's loading. And while setting up the animation, we need to make sure that our model is a humanoid because generic models works only for objects. So there is two kind of animations we need, humanoid and generic. So humanoid animation is used for almost characters and all things like that. And if you have something like a gun shooting, a gun is shooting, or a moving car, we use generic animations for that. So if anything that has an avatar, it comes under humanoid. It's this stupid thing. My activity loaded. It's recording. Okay. So the first step, I always do this to just first import a plane so that I know where I am. Also, I'll go to package manager, my assets. Okay, it's somewhere here. I need to sign in. Okay, so I always import a texture pack and apply it so that I can see the model too clearly. If everything is white, quite confusing for me. Windows Package Manager, it's here, and to my assets. Box portal. It's not necessary, but I'll do this for all my projects. First, create a material for the ground. Material is like a color for that mesh, and we can add anything like textures. So I'll choose this and make it black, and then yeah, now it looks little good, right? Now let's import the model that we have downloaded. Choose import new asset, download. Yeah, here you can see that a model came here. So as I told, the first step is to make this model humanoid. So you can select both the animations. So go to this animation tab, I mean rig, and it is by default it will be generic. We need to select it and make it humanoid. So actually there are three types: legacy, generic, humanoid. I don't know what legacy is, but humanoid is what we are gonna use now. Yeah. After applying that, you go to animations. You can see by default there are something glowing green. It should be enabled. Yeah, because while running the animation should be in loop per bit. So we need to make loop pause, loop time, make pause. Yeah, everything should be enabled. Okay, and then we need to apply. Same for idle. Everything should be enabled here too. Then I'll play it. Bring this here. It's a big. Okay, they don't. It's not need to be this much scaled up, I guess. Okay, scale is one. Okay, yeah, this is normal. So this is very big one. First, scale it down. So if I play this, character is playing idle animation. Oh, it's not. It's just simply standing because we need to add some animator controller to control the character. So I created one step animator controller. Here, name it player controller. Okay, and I select this and assign it to here. This one. So if I double click, it will open it here. And as I told, the first state should be idle. So just drag and drop. And by default, it makes it the first state. The first state becomes default. So when I play the game, it enters idle mode. Yeah, now you can see that our character is playing idle animations. You can confirm it by see. Yeah, you can see that this is highlighted. Which means it's playing. And as we selected the loop option, the animation will be looping. And yeah, we have another one running. Let me rename it quickly. The running. Okay. Now, in order to move transition from this one to this one, we need to add a transition. So right click and make transition, and I select running. So by default, if I have no conditions for transition, what it does is it first plays full animation and then moves to running. So let me show it. By default, I have no conditions or parameters. You can see that it started running. As this is a root animation, it runs like this. Works with root animations. Yeah. So the character don't follow any gravity rule, anything. Okay. So now we should have a condition to transition. So as exit time means this will wait for the whole time. This will wait until the animation fully completed. This whole thing is idle animation, and this one is the transition phase. You can see it will transition like this. Okay, so if we are going to add a parameter, we can remove that. Okay, so let's remove it. Make transition. In the condition, here you can see something like conditions. So if I click, okay, you can see that there is no parameter exists the controller. So first we need to create a parameter. Uh, Here you can see layers parameters. The animators tab. I'll click here, and the parameter can be anything that triggers it. So I would like to have a boolean, so it's easy to explain for now. It's true. We can name it anything, and if it's true, so it's like a little confusing for now because we need to name it. Everything is true. It confusing. I will make it as run. Yeah. Okay. So as I said, if the uh, condition, yeah, for the transition condition, if the run is true, I mean if the run is checked, it becomes true. If it becomes true, we should transition to running phase, and if it becomes false, we should come back. So I disable that. False, we should come back to hiding. This is a basic condition. Let me show it how it works. I'll keep this down. Alright, okay. First I play this to see. Now you can see the characters actually playing idle animation. You can see it's slightly moving a little bit. Yeah, okay. Now if I make this run boolean true, click this, it start running. And if I click this again, it stops running. If I click this, starts, stop. Yeah, this is how the animator controller works inside Unity. And yes, I hope this is enough. I think it's already 1 hour video. Yeah, I hope this detail is enough. If you need to know any more further things, you can tell me and I'll record it. Thank you.